Alright, welcome to another video. Please hit the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, and listen to it, listen to what I have to say, and then leave a comment or whatever, and let me know if you agree or disagree with me. But this is about Avengers Endgame. I saw the movie. I'm gonna say right off the bat, it was okay. I thought it was an okay movie. I didn't think it was anything special. I actually think Infinity War is better than Endgame, in my humble opinion. You know, to me, Endgame just kind of felt like, have you ever seen those movies where it's a really good movie and the villain is so bad, you're like, how are they gonna defeat this person? You just know that the end result is not gonna add up. It's not really gonna make sense realistically. Now, I'm not saying that the ending of Endgame didn't make sense. I'm just saying it felt like one of those movies where, you know, no matter what the ending was gonna be, it just wasn't going to live up to expectation. Okay? So, I thought Infinity War was better than Endgame, and I thought there was a... well, no, before I forget, I want to say this too. I watched a lot of theories on YouTube, a lot of people, a lot of these like comic book nerds or geniuses, or however you want to call them, people who are really into this stuff, who can make a video and like give you the details, and they made some really good videos and gave some really good knowledgeable details about the comic book history, but their predictions suck. Their predictions as to what's gonna be in Avengers Endgame sucks. None of the stuff that I saw in the movie came from any of those theories. Like, nobody was on point with any of their theories. The closest thing I saw was the whole Professor Hulk thing, right? That's the closest thing I saw in the movie, and not even that really lived up to like what they were trying to make it out to be. Okay, there was no like world breaker Hulk, none of that. None of that other stuff about another villain being in, none of that stuff came, none of that stuff happened. Like, so I think to some degree they kind of ruined the movie, because I think a lot of people watched a lot of these YouTube theories and went to see the movie thinking there was gonna be some of that stuff in it, and it didn't happen. Okay, it didn't happen for me. The movie's okay, nothing special in my opinion. I don't think it's anything special. I think Infinity War was better than Endgame. Alright? Now, there's one scene in this movie, I'm going to try to explain it without giving too much away, that I didn't think made any sense. And this scene involves getting the Soul Stone. Now, in Infinity War, when Thanos took Gamora to get the Soul Stone, when they went to Vormir, the requirement was, you have to sacrifice the thing you love the most. And he sacrificed Gamora, right? And that was kind of a moment that gave a little humanity to Thanos, right? To you know, the fact that he actually loved Gamora that way as a daughter, that really hurt him having to do that. Okay, it brought a little humanity to him, and that really worked for the movie and for the character. Okay, but now in Endgame, when they go back to get that stuff, when they go to get the Soul Stone, it's Clint and Natasha. That's who goes to get the Soul Stone. And the requirement is the same. You have to sacrifice the thing you love the most. Well, if the two of them are there, the thing they love the most, it doesn't make any sense. Look, in the comics, right? From my recollections of the Avengers comic, there's a close bond between Natasha and Clint, right? But that bond was never built through the movies. Now, you know, when they make the movies, they try to separate the movie from the comics. They try to make things a little different, so you know, they're not giving you the comics all the way. They may keep some elements, but they don't give it to you exactly. It makes no sense. They try to give their own twist to things. So they never built up that relationship between Natasha and Clint the way they have them in the comics, right? As a matter of fact, they had Natasha with some kind of weirdo relationship with the Hulk, right? Some kind of weird shit. Anyway, so both of them being there doesn't make any sense for me when you have to sacrifice the thing you love the most. I'm not going to go into detail as to what happened, how the scene played out. But, in my opinion, what happened was not a real sacrifice, okay? And even if you want to think in some weird messed up way that that was a sacrifice, the fact that neither one of them could be the thing the other person loved the most messed that scene up for me. Because you never showed that kind of bond between these two characters. And in the movie starts with Clint and his kids and his family. His wife, his daughter. Those are people he loved, right? Those are people he loved. So how all of a sudden you're going to have him and Natasha, you know, on the mountaintop to get the Soul Stone, and they have to sacrifice the thing they love the most. The thing they love the most is not each other. I know that's what they were trying to do, but there's no history. You didn't build a history. You didn't build a history throughout the Avengers movies to make me believe that, right? To make the audience believe that. That scene made no sense to me, okay? That scene was weak, and it didn't fit. It didn't make sense, alright? Natasha and Clint, each other cannot be the thing they love the most. When that man is, the whole movie, that man is struggling over the loss of his family, okay? And you previously had her in a relationship with the Hulk, right? That's the closest thing you had her in a relationship with, and all of a sudden you're trying to put those two together like they're the thing that each other love the most. That scene did not make sense. It didn't work for the movie. For me, it's an epic fail. It is an epic fail, okay? So that's the one scene in that movie that I would point out is an epic fail. It didn't add up for me. And that's really all I have to say about that movie. So, you know, thank you for listening. Subscribe, like, comment, whatever, and I'll see you in the next one.